According to Bob Arum, Tyson Fury is going to wait on the outcome of the Usyk Joshua rematch before deciding whether he's going to stay retired or continue his boxing career. Now, this is curious to me because why would Tyson Fury want to wait on the outcome of that fight before making his decision? Shouldn't he just want to fight the winner regardless of who it is? You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. This potentially plays into this idea that I've been floating around that Tyson Fury is looking to try and emulate the Floyd Mayweather model in terms of the way he manages his career. Mayweather would famously retire and he would wait and see how the landscape in the welterweight division pans out. And then he would come out of retirement and say, okay, I'm going to fight this guy. I've been studying this guy. I think his style works for me. I'm going to take him on. This is what Mayweather would do. He was not a guy that would just take on all comers, all style. No, that's not how Mayweather was. This is a guy who would study fighters for a long time and say, okay, now I'll fight this guy. See, this is the way he did it. Is Tyson Fury doing the same thing here? If not, explain to me why he's waiting on the outcome, at least according to Bob Arum, he's waiting on the outcome of the AJ Usyk rematch. Again, shouldn't he just want to fight the winner regardless of who it is? Perhaps he thinks that AJ's style is better for him than Usyk's style, or maybe the other way around. Maybe he thinks Usyk's style is better for him than AJ's style. I don't know. Or other people, I guess Fury fans would argue that no, it's not about styles or anything like that. It's just whether either guy puts on a performance that is impressive enough to make Tyson Fury want to step up to the plate, because this is a guy who tends to thrive on danger. When he's in there against someone who everybody says is formidable, everybody says is dangerous, that's when Tyson Fury is able to get up for a fight and raise his game as high as we've seen it in the past. The examples being Vladimir Klitschko, Deontay Wilder in the first and second fights, and so on. And I guess that's possible, but I personally don't believe that. I think that Tyson Fury enjoys fighting. I don't buy this idea that he's done with boxing and all this kind of thing. I suspect that he is being strategic in a Floyd Mayweather style. Now, another possibility that some people might put out there is that it's about money, i.e., he would prefer to fight Anthony Joshua over Usyk because there's potentially a lot more money in the Anthony Joshua fight. Let's say Anthony Joshua goes in there, hypothetically, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but hypothetical scenario, let's say AJ goes in there, smashes Usyk to pieces. All of a sudden, the Tyson Fury fight is still huge again and would generate a lot more money, potentially, than if Usyk just outboxes AJ again. You see it. But then the counter to that would be Tyson Fury says that it's not about the money for him. This is a guy who for years has been saying, I don't really care about the money. It's not about the money. But he's contradicted that many times, of course. He's come out with statements basically to the effect of, it is about the money. You need to pay me serious money. Even his dad, right? John Fury. He, for the longest time, has had these back and forths with various people, such as Mickey Theo, for example. And John Fury keeps saying that, no, you need to pay me £1 million, I think was the latest thing he said recently, to actually get in a boxing ring. But then in other interviews, he says, I don't care about the money. I've got enough. I'll fight people for free. But to get in a boxing ring, you need to pay me £1 million. He contradicts himself just like the sun contradicts himself. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. Give me your thoughts in the comments below. Why, according to Bob Arum, is Tyson Fury looking to wait for the outcome of AJ Usyk? Shouldn't he just want to fight the winner regardless of who it is? For undisputed. That's what we're talking about here. All the marbles. Tyson Fury can say all he wants about having all the belts in the past because he's got the WBC now. He's had the other belts previously. But Tyson Fury, for the longest, again, I'm just pointing this out to the Fury fans, said it wasn't about the belts. So if it's not about the belts, then shouldn't it be about the opponents? He hasn't fought Alexander Usyk. He hasn't fought Anthony Joshua. Shouldn't he want to fight these guys? Tyson Fury, may I remind you, has only had 5 world title fights, 3 of them being against the same guy. So, people, come on. This is a guy who, very talented, yes. Is he the best heavyweight in the world? In my estimation, yes. But that's just my estimation. He hasn't proven that in the ring yet. And I'm all about the proving. I'm not about the opinions. My opinion, your opinion. We can disagree on opinions all day. I'm interested in putting the opinions aside and having the 2 fighters settle it in the ring so the world can see who the better man is. We can say that, well, consensus is that Tyson Fury is the best. Okay, well, what does that mean? How many times in heavyweight history has the consensus been turned on its head? Many times, right? Rhetorical question. Many times. So I don't believe in all that. I believe in the guys getting in the ring and actually duking it out. Never mind about all these different people's opinions. The only place where you find out the truth is in the ring. It's not in YouTube comments. It's not on boxing forums. It's not in YouTube videos. It's in the ring. Let's not forget that. And we can only give people credit for stuff and people they've beaten in the ring. Not, oh, I think he could beat this guy and I think he could beat that guy. No. Let him do it before you start giving him credit for being able to beat this guy or that guy. That's my take on it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments.